Well, hi there, and a very happy New Year to you all. It's your old pal C.K. Blackwood signing in again. I have got an announcement to make. Over the next few months, or possibly even the next year, I will be putting out a series of videos wherein I'll be reading through the Christian or so-called Holy Bible. A couple of disclaimers. First, for those who may be unaware of who I am and why I have chosen to take this on, due to my strong personal convictions, as Michael Jackson so famously put it, my act of reading through the Bible on camera will not be done in an attempt to bring favor to or to shed any positive light on Christianity as a religion, or any aspects of it, e.g. rituals, creeds, ideals, tenets, or dogmata. I am not a person who believes, feels, or professes that the Christian Bible, or any other texts associated with any denomination or version of Christianity, contains or expresses any sort of knowledge, wisdom, truth, or counsel. Shimon. Secondly, I have chosen to utilize for this read-through, in spite of its grammatical errors, the King James Version, commonly known as the Authorized Version, which is an English translation of the Christian Bible for the Church of England begun in 1604 and completed in 1611. I have chosen this version because it was the third ever translation of the Bible into English to be approved by the English Church authorities, the first being the Great Bible, commissioned in the reign of King Henry VIII in 1535, and the second being the Bishop's Bible of 1568, and is the version that is probably the most popular or well-known. In fact, the King James or Authorized Version has been called, quote, the most influential version of the most influential book in the world in what is now its most influential language, close quote, also, the most important book in English religion and culture, quote unquote, and quote unquote again, the most celebrated book in the English-speaking world. It has contributed 257 idioms to English, more than any other single source, including Shakespeare. Examples include feet of clay and reap the whirlwind. It essentially had a monopoly over the English-speaking world, and although that's diminished a bit, it is still the most popular translation in the United States, especially among evangelicals. In addition, in the Orthodox Church in America, the King James Version of the Bible is used liturgically and was made the official translation for a whole generation of American Orthodox. The later service book of the Antiochian Archdiocese, in vogue today, also uses the King James Version. Of course, I should also mention that I'll be doing the reading online. I won't be making use of a copy of the book itself, as I would never dream of keeping one in my home, as you can imagine. All in all, as I've said, this is simply an atheist reading the Bible, as it is, and has been. It is my hope that by reading through the texts in their entirety, leaving nothing out, and adding nothing, and thereby twisting nothing, that all who watch through this video series will be encouraged to think through their opinions and beliefs about this religion. That's why I'm doing this. I've stated publicly more than once that I feel there is a growing movement of people, especially but not exclusively in the United States of America, who take Christianity, its hero, and its ideals totally for granted. It is a very generalized, misinformed, beyond warped view that they have, to the point where they are not only glossing over the nasty bits of the Bible, but they are either choosing to act as though the laws, creeds, dogmas, and morals contained in the texts referred to as the Old Testament of the Bible have been made irrelevant, or they are completely ignoring the Old Testament text altogether, along with any of the nasty and, dare I say, asinine stories and ideas contained in the texts referred to as the New Testament of the Bible, and the horrific things Christianity has caused throughout human history, to the point where I don't think it'd be unfair to say that they are holding to something called Christian atheism, which is a theological position in which the belief in the God of Christianity, Yahweh, Jehovah, Jealous, whatever name you want to use, is rejected or absent but the moral teachings, again, of Jesus are followed. Now, of course, wherever and whenever I feel a comment is needed, I will add it. But it will be my and only my musing, my editorial, for the entertainment of those who would see, and, as I have worked ever toward following Bertrand Russell's words, I will not falter in keeping my opinions as objective and thoughtful as is at all possible. I've only actually read through the Christian Bible once before in its entirety, and it was the New International Version. And it was a while back, in fact, so this should stay pretty fresh. Thanks so much for watching, and buckle up. This is C.K. Blackwood, signing off.